So participants request to be in Tamil and English. So bilingual okay தானே உங்களுக்கும்? Fine, right?
No, I'm perfectly fine, sir. Both English is
Yes.
fine. Tamil is
Yeah, thank
not
you
a
very
problem.
much. Thank you, sir. So my first question is, many students believe studying abroad is only about getting an admission letter and visa. From your experience, what is the biggest misconception students have about studying abroad?
So before I go into studying abroad, I would like to throw some light about taking up a MBA course itself. So if you take a master's, so it is no longer just a higher degree. It is no longer just a higher degree. It is gaining in-depth knowledge about a particular domain. So let us say you are doing your BCom, you will be studying basics of everything. But when you go to masters, that is where you will learn a particular domain. So a master's is no longer just a higher degree. It is getting in-depth knowledge about a particular topic. It is about uh, improving your analytical skill in that particular domain. It is not needed for everybody, but for people who want to be specialized in a particular field, who want to be an expertise, it is very important. Number one. Number two, when it comes to going abroad to study your MBA. So what going abroad means? So let us say, like you finish your UG and you're planning to join a company, you're going for placement. Okay. Maybe you will be placed in the bottommost of the structure. Maybe a trainee, maybe an executive level. But the international MBA gives you an advantage for you to move to the managerial level, to move to a higher degree in the managerial tree. So the international degree plays a vital role in enhancing your career. So let us say you are doing a 1 year or 2 years in any country for the matter of fact. If you get an MBA, okay, so that will give you a huge boost in your entire career.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine. Thanks for that. Audience,
yeah.
please type admission, visa, or life abroad in the chat box, please. Audience, please type admission, visa, or life abroad in the chat box. That naturally brings me to the next concern most students struggle with, visa rules. So my next question is, visa rules may look simple on paper, but many students unknowingly break them. What are the most common visa or compliance mistakes students make, and what are the real consequences?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my suggestion is, so many people, many students who are new to this particular domain, they try to do it by themselves uh, without knowing the rules and regulations, the compliances of the entire process. So my suggestion is like, see, if you are an expert, if you are already continuously doing it, and if you have some experience, maybe you can do it alone. Otherwise, go to an expert, a person or a company or a consultancy who is expert in doing it, because you cannot go on a tourist visa to do a particular program. There are many different type of visas. So when you're going for education, you will have to have a clear letter of admission from the particular university or college to enter into the country, and only through it can you gain the access of entering. If you make use of the wrong visas, or if you divulge in any kind of adventurous activity which you don't have much knowledge about, you are definitely set to be in trouble. So my suggestion to people is, to students or anybody who wants to apply for a higher set of degree, especially when it comes to the visa process, unless you are very familiar with the entire process of applying for a student visa, because the student visa is not just like a tourist visa, it is entirely different. So unless you're very familiar with that, don't divulge in those kind of activities. It is better to go to a experienced person in the particular domain. Some colleges and universities help you with the process, or else if the college is not ready to do it, you can go to your local consultancy to do so.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for explaining that so clearly. What stood out for me was how unintentional these mistakes are, like applying on their own and struggling later. Right. So now a question to the participants. Participants, if you have any questions, please feel free to type your question in the chat box now itself. We'll address those queries in our session. And also, as informed earlier, I would be requesting you to turn on the video towards the end of the session, giving you all a heads up. Please be prepared. So my next question is, students often choose courses based on trends, peer pressure, and social media influence. Beyond rankings, what should students actually evaluate before choosing a country or course?
Okay. So, so there are two things in this. One is choosing the country, and one is choosing the course. So, first thing is, when you're choosing a particular course, I very strongly feel that you should not choose a course just based on the trends. You should choose on based on your liking, based on your interest, based on what is what is. See, if you choose a particular course which you don't like, just because maybe if you finish the course you get a good salary, definitely you will not be completing the course. Definitely you will not be able to get in the job.
Right.
So my suggestion is, when you're choosing the course, it is very important that that you choose it based on your interests. Okay. So many people, they say like, I want to do my arts and science, I want to join BCom, but my parents put me into engineering. So I've been hearing this from Indian students especially, not much from other countries, but especially from students in India, from Sri Lanka. So we continuously hear that their parents take the choice and which they have no interest into. So I would like to recall this famous dialogue from this movie, from Surya movie. அதாவது நீங்க கஷ்டப்பட்டு வேலை செய்யக்கூடாது, நீங்க இஷ்டப்பட்டு வேலை செய்யணும்னு. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி your education your education is, you cannot go in and take up something which you don't like, which you are struggling with, just because somebody said, or just because some chat GPT said that there's a huge career. You should choose what you like. Number one, it is good to choose careers, courses which has a potential. So evaluate the potential. Without evaluating a potential, you should not choose. Okay. So it's very important that you evaluate, do some evaluation, you do some research work, groundwork, which topic you want to go. So, but at the same time, finally, you should be convinced that this is your cup of tea. Why I'm insisting, I'm throwing a lot of light on this is, I've seen many people spending 30 lakhs to get an admission, 20 lakhs to get an admission, go there after 1 month saying that I'm not able to understand or I don't like this course. Okay. So the colleges want to refund your money and you will be in deep trouble. Okay.
Right. Right.
So you will not be able to perform well in whichever domain you are going forward. Okay. So my suggestion is, do evaluation, do some research work, which courses are good and all that. But finally, you should be convinced that you like the course and you are choosing it. See, you cannot go and blame your parents afterwards, or blame society that this is a failure, or this has not much scope henceforth. So that is one. Number two, when it comes to the country. when it comes to the country, I would like to strongly say that so you have to look at what is happening globally. So previously, many people used to go to the US or used to go to UK to do their higher studies. So now what is happening is one is the safety issues. The safety issues, when you look at the safety issues, it is not very safe as it used to be previously. Number one, which of lately you would have seen, there is a lot of racial attack. There's a lot of safety concern. So
True.
every
Yes.
year across US, there are hundreds of students who are being attacked due to racial issues and due to other problems. So UK is already flooded. Okay, and so my suggestion, so my pick of destination as of now, if you ask me, which is the best country to go to do your higher studies is, I would choose Singapore, as it is one of the safest places in the world.
Great.
It is very close with India. So let us say you you are studying there, like and also I've seen many students, like they have some emotional disconnect, they have some problems after joining there, the initial period. There are some festivals or something, you want to come back to India, or they want to, their parents want to go and support the student. So all this, if you are in Singapore or Dubai, these two countries, I feel it is very close by. Easily you can get a visa, easily you can come back, you can travel back and forth. So all this, I think, so Singapore and Dubai is the pick of my choices, and in that, my best choice would go to Singapore to do your higher studies, as it gives you access to a global space.
Okay, great, great. That was good to hear. But which course do you choose, like when we go to Singapore and
So
study?
as I
Like,
told you, like when it comes to the course, I would say, so the IT industry is continuously booming, and I feel the IT industry will always be playing a very important decisive role. So anything related to data analytics, artificial intelligence would be very useful. Number one. Similarly, the avenue of marketing is a never-ending one. So, however good or however big your product or service is, you will definitely be in need of a strong marketing team. So, unless you are able to promote, brand, and market your product or service, there is no use of the product or service in the first place. So, marketing and IT will be my topic.
okay, great. Um, People say like hotel management is better in
Other
abroad.
domains such as operations, other things can be automated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about doing hotel management studies in abroad? Like, because like most of them are aspirant to go after
So
doing hotel management and
For an Indian student to do hotel management, I think you can do it here itself, in India itself. I don't think there is a need to do hotel management abroad,
okay.
because our cuisine is far more diverse and far more extravagant compared to other cuisines. And in our education system itself, you have an English menu which you will be studying about,
Right.
Asian menu, all that. So for a hotel management, I don't think it is necessary that you need to go for higher studies. So if you're strong in your communication skills, and if you're technically strong, and if you have a good etiquette, I think it's better to study in India than study abroad for hotel management. So if you're going abroad, I think it should be for either marketing, or it should be marketing, business development, or it should be IT.
Okay. Okay. Um, Fine. Thank you for that. Dear participants, please type career, cost, or long term goals in the chat box. Career, cost, or long term goals in the chat box. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So let's continue, Mr. Joshua.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, can we go ahead with the next question? Yeah, once students land abroad, reality sets in. Academics, part time work, loneliness, and self management. What are the day to day challenge students struggle with most and that no one prepares them for?
Yeah,
You get it?
so generally people feel that okay, I got an admission, I'm going abroad. So many people, there are some people who go abroad to gain knowledge. Some people go abroad to enhance their skill set. So this is one category. There are some people who go there to get an international degree. That is another sector. And there are some people who go there to migrate or to settle. So anybody who wants to gain knowledge to enhance their skill sets or to get a degree, I don't think they are in for a challenge. I think once your admission is set, once you've got your admission in a reputed country, in a reputed college, let it be Singapore or let it be UK or wherever it is, once that is done, I'm sure that you will not have any problems at all. Now, the question comes to part time work, the possibility of. So, before you go, you should do a lot of research about the particular country, how the particular country is currently, and how it will be in the future by the time you are finishing your course. And what are the trends which will be there the next 5 to 10 years before you settle in. Okay. So, with this research, you can identify or choose a particular country based on your interest. So I think getting a degree or getting knowledge, I think any country will be fine. Shouldn't be a problem. So there are some countries which restricts some countries, and some cities will have special laws as well. So like for example, if you take a particular country, if you take United States, so every state has a separate law, and in that some cities have special laws as well. So you cannot just go ahead by saying that I've done some research about United States of America and hence I'm going. Okay. So similarly, if you go to Australia, if you go to any country, so every country, every state will have separate laws. So if you're looking at a specific aspect of migration to settling down, maybe getting a green card, getting a citizenship, getting a PR, all that, you should be clear about the particular rules and regulations of the particular country and the particular state.
Okay. Nice. Thank you for being so honest about this. When you mention Singapore, like Singapore, cost of living is too high in Singapore, right? So do they get any part-time job in
Cost
Singapore?
of
Like,
living is the cost of living is high, but see when you compare it to the US or UK, it is almost similar. Number one, cost of living is high in New York, cost of living is high in the UK, in London, cost of living is high in Singapore. So, Singapore is one of the costliest places, as like other places as well. But let us say that you get into NUS, National University of Singapore, or Nanyang Technological University, NTU, and you get placed in a company. The cost of living actually doesn't matter at all.
okay,
So if you take a normal job, let us say இப்போ நம்ம ஊர்ல நீங்க இந்த மெட்ராஸ் காஃபி ஹவுஸ் இல்ல இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு 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 ஸ்டால் ஒரு கியாஸ்க் போட்டு வேலை செஞ்சால் கூட அங்க பேசிக் salary வந்து will be around $1,500 roughly,
okay.
which is more than a lakh.
Great, great. Okay.
Okay, I'm talking about a normal clerical job. Okay. So if you are able to do well, you will get around at least $6,000, $7,000. So having that, I'm pretty sure that cost of living doesn't matter at all.
So getting a part-time job is easy, or it is too hard to get a job there?
So if you are joining government university, so again, as I told you, any country you go to, it depends upon which college you're joining. It depends upon. So in Singapore, since it is a small city, the rules of Singapore again has a lot of diversions as like a bigger city. So like there are separate rules for various courses. So for example, I take course A. Course A, if you are doing course A, you can take up a part-time job. If you are doing course B, you might not be eligible to take up a part-time job.
Okay, it depends upon
Okay.
the course they
If you are
choose.
doing course A in in X college, you are eligible to take up a part-time job. If you're doing the same course A in a Y college, you might not be eligible for a part-time job. So that is why it is very important that you choose the country, the college, the course,
Course,
the
okay.
city very well, and you do proper research before it. So it doesn't mean that I can get a part-time job if I join any course, any college, anytime.
Oh, great, great. Okay. One personal question now. My niece, she wanted to do her arts. She is good at drawing. Nalla draw பண்ணுவாங்க. She is at her 12th grade now. She wanted to do her arts abroad. Whether she could do, she has chosen two countries. One is China because she was brought up in China, and the another option is Singapore. So which one do you prefer? Like whether she can go to China or
Any day Singapore, any day Singapore. See, as I told you, so there is especially for Indians, especially because Tamil is an official language in Singapore.
okay,
Okay, so Tamil is an official language. English is a communicating language. So everybody, so let us say you go to a hospital, you'll have Tamil doctors, you'll have Tamil attendants.
oh great.
You will everybody will speak in English. Everybody you're supposed to have in any office. You're supposed to have an Indian employed.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
That is of an Indian origin. I mean, okay. So it is a mixture culture of Indians, Malay and Chinese. Okay. So here the rules are very strict. No racial attacks can be done. Everybody will be treated equal. The safest place on the world. So I strongly vouch for Singapore.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for the suggestion.
Yeah.
Um, Now, again, over to the participants. If you have any questions, please feel free to type your question in the chat box now itself. We will address those queries in our session. And also informed earlier, I'd be requesting you to turn on the video towards the end of the session, giving you all a heads up. Please be prepared. Now, moving on to the final question. Some students thrive abroad while others struggle emotionally and financially. So, what are the clear signs that a student may not yet be ready to study abroad, even if they have admission and visa?
So the main thing is, as I already said, it is about the about first the students are not clear what they want.
True.
So some people go there to gain knowledge, to gain to get an international exposure, to get good connections, to build great networks, to get a degree. Okay. So some people go there just to migrate to a particular country. So what is your aim? What is your ambition? It should be very clear among the participant.
Right.
Okay. So if you want to gain knowledge, if you want to gain, that is a different ball game altogether. If your purpose is just to migrate somewhere, that is different. That is altogether different. So if students are clear in this particular aspect, I think you will not have any problems at all. And when they are emotional, as I told you, why I suggested Singapore, especially for Indians, is see, let us say that you fall sick. Let us say you're emotionally not well. And You can just come back, fly down to India, up and down ticket is not going to be more than 20,000 rupees. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe one of your parent or somebody from your side, they want to come to Singapore. You can get a visa within 3 working days. It'll be around 3,500 rupees. You can go there, spend with your spend with the participant, spend with the student, be there, not a problem. But all these cannot be done in UK or US. You will not, first person is your parents, the parents of the student or the relative of the student will not be able to get a visa to go there. It's a very difficult, tedious process. The
True.
cost of it is very huge. The process is very long. So all this will be very difficult for students who are very emotionally attached to the particular country, to the particular house, parents, all that. So they will find a lot of emotional distress. So, and the entire culture, the entire what to say, the language, the way people move, or the climatic conditions will all be different. So when you go to Singapore, it is similar to Indian climatic conditions. It is similar to India.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So you have at least 30% of Indian food available there. All North Indian, South Indian, all put together.
Great.
So you'll have a lot of Indian population. So you will find it very comfortable travel using the local transportation, as all announcements will be made in Tamil as well, Tamil and English.
Okay. Nice.
So Singapore is a place where you will not have this kind of problem. Whereas if you go to US or Australia or any place, if somebody is not well, or if there is, let us say there is some unfortunate incident or some happy incident happening in the family, the student can come and go to their hometown.
Right.
But if it is other places, then if you take other places than Singapore, it is not practically not possible.
Correct. That's true. That's true. So
So from an Indian perspective, I suggest Singapore.
nice. But these days, like, if most of the students are aspire to go to German. I don't know, like, why. I heard from so many students they wanted to learn German and they want to move to Germany. But I told them like about the climatic conditions. Like, what is your suggestion? It is because a language barrier is also there, I believe, because like most of the people they don't speak English and they follow German there. So, what is your opinion about this?
So again, it's like based on if you have a particular course in mind, and if that particular course is available only in Germany, and after finishing that course, there's a job opening there in Germany, maybe I think it would be good. Otherwise, I don't find a big point, because, like as you itself rightly said, climatic conditions is very different. They are going to be from they are going to be in a very cold place. Okay, the
Correct.
language is a huge barrier. You will not have much help there. Uh, Secondly, now the entire Eurasian peninsula is in a war zone.
Mhm.
So having all this in mind, unless you are very particular that I want to do a particular course and that particular course is available only in Germany, and job opening is only opening, there are certain things, certain times your research is leading to that, then go ahead.
Right. Right. Thank you. That was extremely insightful. So, readiness is not about marks or money alone, it's about mindset, maturity, and preparation. Right. So, thank you so much, Mr. Joshua, for sharing your clear insights. It's been really useful for all of us here today. May I now take a few minutes to run a small scenario based activity for the audience, and then we can open it up for questions if there are any. Audience, are you all ready for the activity? So I'll be posting some questions and I want you all to answer this. My first question with options. I'm just posting it in the group. The question and the options are there in the chat box. You exceed your allowed work hours during the semester without realizing it. So what would you do? Ignore it and continue, ask seniors for advice, check official visa guideline and inform the institution, or quit the job silently? Thank you, Amarjit Singh, for sharing that. And yes, you're right. Option C. We should check official visa guidelines and inform the institution immediately. So moving on to the next question. You're doing well in India, but abroad you struggle with assignments and class participation. What is the smartest response? You'll say stay silent and adjust slowly, or you'll seek academic support, or depend only on friends, or wait till exams. Yes, the right option is B. Seek academic support and communicate early. Communicating early is very important. So moving on to the third question. Question number 3 is, you realize within 3 months that the course you choose doesn't match your expectations. What helps most? Option A, drop out immediately, blame the consultant, understand transfer, change our pathway options early, ignore and continue unhappily. Great, thank you for your response. Option C, understand transfer, change our pathway options early. Now the last question. Final question is, your living expenses are higher than expected. What should you do? You would panic or take illegal work or budget, reassess lifestyle, seek guidance, or hide it from family. Good. Option C is the right answer. You should reassess your lifestyle and should take guidance from someone there. Okay, thank you so much for your participations. So now we are going to unmute the audio for the participants who wish to ask any questions. Please feel free to raise your hands and drop a message in the chat box for me to unmute you. Participants, please remember, this is your space for real doubts, real situations, and clarity. Mr. Joshua, are you ready for the questions?
Yes, sir, yes, actually I'm done.
Yeah, yes, sir. Okay.
I guess there are no questions as such, Nelson. If you have any, please go ahead.
Yes.
If you have any from based on the experience which you have from the college that you have taught in.
Right. So one thing is, like, most of the students, as we discussed earlier, they don't have any clarity about going abroad because they just wanted to go abroad. Now foreign போகணும் அவ்வளவுதான், என்ன பண்ண போறேங்கிறதெல்லாம் ஐடியாலாம் இல்ல. They're just having a dream of going abroad. So what is the general advice? ஒரு சின்ன piece of information கொடுக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா என்னன்னு சொல்லுவீங்க? ஒரு layman ஸ்டைல்ல ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு புரியுற மாதிரி, like what would be your advice?
So it's like நீங்க படிக்க போறீங்க, if you're going to take up a course itself, I think that is a huge task. It is not easy. So first of all I tell people is do a basic research work. Research work should include about themselves as well. Okay, whether they are really ready for higher studies, what is their expectancy of doing a MBA, what is the domain they like, and what do they expect after they do the MBA.
Okay.
So if you have a clear answer to all this, I'm pretty sure they will be very successful in their career. So if the research work is not done, I'm pretty sure he or she is going to get very disappointed at the end of the program.
True. Okay. So next question. 1 minute. I guess I have got a question here. Fine. No more questions, I believe. Thank you so much,
Okay.
sir. Can we have a photography session as informed earlier? I request all the participants to switch on your videos, please. Archana, could you please take the photo or you want me to take it?
Do it. Okay, so we have these many people. I'll go ahead. Thank you so much, participants. Thank you so much, Joshua, sir, for coming to the session. I really, really appreciate it. I'm having a tough time here running with another session. So just like you are in the midst of another training program and going for that, same way comes across to me as well. I'm sitting in the another training session right now. Took a few minutes just for this aspect. Thank you so much, Mr. Nelson, for carrying out the activity on my behalf. Yes, we have vote of thanks. Don't rush away. But I know that after this, people will rush away. So I'm taking a photo now itself. Okay. So on the count of three, 1, 2, and 3. Done. I've taken a pic. I'll post it into the chat screen.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Archana.
Please go
Thank
ahead.
you all. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Please, Joshua,
1
sir,
minute.
please
Yeah,
wait.
we have.
Please wait. Please don't rush away.
Yes, please.
Yes, yes.
So with that, now I invite Mr. Shahab to take over for an important announcement.
I think Shahab is not able to speak. You have to unmute him, I think so.
It's
I've done that.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you're all.
Yes. So thank you, Mr. Nelson, for the handover. I'm Shahab and I'm representing Communication Commune today. And it was really an insightful session and a very practical session that you have been conducting. So it's very glad to have you in the session and the guest speaker, Mr. Joshua. We thank you as well. And there's a very important announcement we are having today. So we have an talk show coming up for the HR professionals, which is starting this January 2026. So this is for all the young leaders over there, and it will be an HR series. So focusing on the HR and workplace communication challenges and the discussion about the HR challenges happening, and we'll be also addressing it in a practical way. So I would like Mr. Nelson to share the poster and the registration link for the coming up session. So I would like you to share up the posters in the chat box. So everybody, you can find all the social media platforms are of our confidence commune. So please do follow and subscribe, and hope to see you there in the session. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Nelson, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Shahab. Before we close, a heartfelt thank you to Mr. Joshua Gerard for sharing such grounded, honest, and experience-driven insight today. You've helped demystify the realities of studying abroad and empowered students to make informed, confident decisions, not emotional or impulsive ones. Thank you to all the participants for your active engagement and thoughtful questions. Please follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. Do join our WhatsApp community to stay connected. Have a confident and clarity-driven week ahead, and we all see you next Saturday. Thank you. Bye.